Good morning, everyone, and Merry Christmas. Today, the fishing challenge is going to be catch some fish, right? On Christmas Day. Yeah. Well, let's bait up with my secret bait. See what we catch. Hoping to get some big channel cats today. Been catching a lot of different kinds of fish lately. So far, the big shell crackers have not moved in. I caught one bluegill a couple days ago, and I haven't seen any other ones in months. But I'm going to get on there and see what we can get, right? So, is anybody catching anything worthy of noting on the chat board? I'm almost ready. So, is anybody catching anything worthy of noting on the chat board? Alright, here he comes, Captain Danny. Yahoo! Merry Christmas, everyone. I got my bag of tricks here. My homemade dough balls. Yeah. Alright, let's bait up. See what we got here in the way of fishing rods. Christmas fishing. Well, they're always all tangled up when you're ready to use them, right? Oh, jeez. Alright, what do you think we'll catch today? Bullheads, channel cats, bullheads, big bluegills maybe. Like I said, I haven't seen any bluegills in forever. What happened to them? They sure disappeared. There we go. Alrighty. Fishing on the back porch fishing show. I'm way out here in the sticks fishing, so you don't have to. That's right. Let's bait up. Send it down. These are my homemade dough balls. I made them myself. Alright, let's see here. Alright, so we drop it straight down just like we're deep sea fishing, right? Tide is coming in. And we'll see how long it takes to get some action. So what's everybody catching out there in TV land? Anything? Hey Chuck, what's happening, man? Got the sun in our face. Come on, fishy, fishy, fishy. You hear, fishy, fishy? Do. You catch a cold out in TV land. Good morning, Merry Christmas. Yeah. Something to do. Nope. Same old, same old. Here at Shangri-La. That's right. Same old. Here at Shangri-La. I figured I'd have caught one by now. Chum it up with some of my delicious bread balls. Homemade deliciousness for fishies. Well, that sun's bright. Right in the camera face. There's not much I can do about it. Hopefully those clouds will move in. That's the only time you ever really wish for a cloudy day, right? It's when you're fishing. Hey, Sailor James, what's happening? It's Christmas all over the world. Using my crappy camera here for a live stream. But in a couple days I should have a new one, right? I'm going to order one here. It's a bear going through all the reports, what everybody says, comments on this camera, that camera. But hopefully we can, weed them out and find something decent. I was using my other camera yesterday when I did that video. Those are just my handheld cameras. They're much better quality. I don't know what happened to my, webcam camera that I used to stream live with, but we're going to use it for this transmission, right? Yeah. Keep chumming or they'll stop coming. Uh-oh, I just saw a bite. I saw a bite. Something little fiddling with it. Hello, Doc Williams. What's up, buddy? Merry Christmas to you, too. We want some contact. Nah, 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 nah. Better check that bait. Still got the bait. Back down it goes. Should we put out Mr. Wobbly? Good morning. Merry Christmas. Yeah, might as well. It's got hooks on it. Mr. Wobbly's always fun to catch him on. It's a feather light rod and reel. I don't think they get much lighter than this. Oh. Now I remember, this had a rat's nest in it. Let's give it a shot. It's all rat nested up, but hey. You just never know what you never know. Alright, so I'm using circle hooks. Homemade hamburger and cheese with some garlic powder and bread dough balls. That seems to be the combination that's been kicking butt lately. I still like fried chicken. Alright, we got 2 of them out there. Doc William, he wants to know what kind of food we're feeding the fish. I don't know if they heard me earlier. I'm using homemade dough balls. It's made out of bread, ground up hamburger, Colby Jack cheese, and some garlic powder. And you mix it all together and mash it up, make little balls out of it, and you cook them in the oven till they get hard enough to stay on the hook. It's a greasy, stinky mess, and the catfish love it. I think it's the best stink bait I ever used. And I invented it. Haha, me. Now, I'm sure other people use that same concoction, right? Right? I don't know. I started using it a couple weeks ago and found out they last a long time in a Ziploc baggie. Stays on the hook fairly well. I'm liking it. You can't always have fresh shrimp and whatever shiners for bait. You gotta have a standby go-to bait, and mine is usually bread. Them fish must all be still sleeping from wrapping presents, right? And my stream's still coming through. Now the challenge is catch some fish or starve on Christmas Day. If I can't eat a fish, I'll starve. Oh, golly. Nah, we don't ever eat the fish. They're our co-stars, man. You don't invite somebody onto your show and then eat them. That's cannibalistic, right? Getting some little nibbles here. Uh-oh, I saw a doink. Now we're using circle hooks, so best thing to do is probably just let him hook himself, right? I got the drag set really loose, and they should just start pulling it, and that circle hook should twist in the corner of their mouth and go, pow! Pew! Like that. I was fishing yesterday and catching the crap out of them. I caught about 10 or 11. I only put 2 of them on the video. Tide's moving pretty good. So did everybody get good stuff for Christmas? Yeah, I did too. Well, that fishing's slow. I'm gonna get some coffee. Be right back. Something bites, everybody holler. Down here in the cabin, gonna get some coffee going here. Don't worry, I can see the rods out of the cockpit hatch there. Well, the sun's starting to move over a little bit there. Pretty soon it won't be so bright and in our faces. So, everybody see the video I made yesterday of the barfinator? He was like the re-chumulator, you know, this big bullhead comes up and I got him hooked, he's on the line. And man, he is just puking and puking all the chum that he's been eating for like the last hour I was fishing. So I called him the re-chumulator. I changed his name from the barfinator to the re-chumulator. Because he just like re-chummed it all back up again. You can't beat that. That's like fish that release themselves, you know. Well, my solar charger's to maximum already. Hello, Secret Can Pull That. Hello. If I'm saying that right. If not, I'm sorry. I gotta turn off that solar charger there. I'm also watching the monitor here to see if any of the rods bounce. No internet, Doc. Oh my gosh. That's got to be stressful. Yes, sir. That sounds stressful. No internet. All right, I got to go in the back of the boat for a minute here. Everybody holler if I get a bite. I don't even know if you can see the rods the way the sun is. It's like right in our faces. Whoops. See if I can see them better now. Yeah, I can see him a little bit better. It'd be nice if I get that new camera here. And I say 3 or 4 days, I should be up and showing the new cam. Say thank gosh for Amazon, yeah. Next day delivery. Alright, I got some coffee. Back up here into the land of the sunshine. Sunny Florida. You ever tried that Snickers coffee creamer? Man, that stuff is too good for regular people. Tell you what. Fishing slow. But we know this is the big old St. Johns River, and it's not always quiet like this, so sooner or later they come and they go rart, 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 like that. We go art, art, art with our pull. I think so far the record to beat here is about 15-pound channel cat right there in my secret little fishing spot. It was only less than a week ago, I think. Let's check bait. One of them is a goner, using little circle hooks. Straight down. It's just like deep sea fishing. Don't even have to leave the dock. This one got all rat nested up. It's got all bait. Alright. Remember, this is like the Christmas story. We double dog dare them to bite. Or is it triple dog dare? Oh, we know they're in there. It's one of the biggest rivers in the world. Freshwater. I think water temperature's 65 degrees. Air temperature's about the same, about 65. So I got my Snickers coffee creamer. Oh, that's good stuff. It'll make you fat like me. Then you can sue them, right? For obesity. I ran out of chum. I don't have any chum this morning. Just using bait and tossing in a few pieces of the bait. I think they'll still smell it. It's pretty stinky. It's got garlic powder on it. Bloody hamburger. Cheese. Cheese. If I go downstairs, it always gets better, right? Let's find out. I can see the screen down here. See what everybody's doing, huh? Amazon goes to the office, Sailor James. How many hours do I spend on my boat? Well, I live on the boat. If I'm not out shopping or riding my motor scooter around, I'm on the boat, so there's a lot of time. A lot of time on the boat. It's very comfortable. I got all the comforts of home, pretty much. Wi-Fi, cable TV, electric, water. Got a kitchen, got a bathroom, got a house that goes places, really cool places. You can look through some of the old videos there. The beginning of the year, I was down in the Keys for almost 3 months. That was a trip. 1,000 miles round trip. My little boat, the Cindy Mae. I can't believe the fishing's so slow this morning. Probably pick up in about an hour as it gets closer to high tide. Tide's coming in right now. It was a pretty nice day out. Boy, yesterday was crappy. You remember those videos, Doc? You make it sound like it was back in the 1950s. Oh, I remember those videos. Come on, fishies. That goes to show that the tide and the time of day means a lot to those fish. We all know they're going to cut loose sooner or later. I'm imagining they're going to really cut loose in about an hour to an hour and a half as the tide starts to run a little bit stronger and gets near the lull of high tide. Seems like they come out, especially catfish come out and sweep the bottom there when that tide slows down. slow fishing, slow. Now, we all know there's big ones in there. If you've ever seen the live stream before. You know, I've only been skunked once on a live stream. Let's hope it doesn't happen today. Ha ha ha. Hello, Aiden's TV 111. What's up? Trying to catch us some fish here. Alright, fishies. Check those baits. The wind's picking up. They got one of them. Little biters. Just little biters. Set that drag loose, set it down, let those circle hooks fish. Yeah, there's big channel cats in here. Bullheads up to 18 pounds. That's a big bullhead, you know. I mean, You know, by the time they get, you know, in the 10-pound range, those bullheads, a lot of people think they're channel cats, but they're not. You know, they're just white bullheads, and they get big here in Florida. They get big. Like I said, I think the state record's about 18 pounds for a white bullhead. And I've got channel cat up to about 30 pounds here. Right here off the dock. Woo! The wind's picking up. Boats are hopping. Boing, boing, boing. Those hurricanes were hellacious. Yee-hoo. Been through 3 hurricanes on this boat. 3, count them. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Sailor James knows. They'll bite sooner or later. That's a nice day, except for that wind keeps blowing. And of course, you can keep coming back and looking later. Yeah, Doc's got a 26 and a 27 boat, he says. You know, I got plenty of room on here if it's just me. If it's more than one person, you know, if I had a chickie poo living with me on here, it would be more crowded. I don't know if I could do that. Video Breakthrough is saying hello. What's up, Chris? So far, got no fish. Had some couple little bites. Small bites. little fiddler nibblers. But we all know they're going to bite sooner or later, right? So I'm down here drinking coffee and visiting with Batman. Na 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 Batman. Having cable TV is cool. Sit here and watch cable TV on your boat. Not to mention the Wi-Fi. It's nice to be able to stream live off the back of your boat and fish off your back porch, you know? Even if you're not catching anything yet, it's still nice. Hey, you're still fishing, right? Kind of bites how that sun, you know, is reflecting on us there. I'm hoping to get a new camera here in 3 or 4 days, I would imagine. Probably be on Monday. Unless Amazon has True overnight there on Thursday and they can get it here Friday. Yeah, Doc, I got a good slip here. It's in the back of the marina. It's sheltered by, you know, quarter-mile long pier on both sides of me. And then the floating dock helps to knock down any waves that are coming through here. And yes, video breakthrough, I'm using my secret recipe dough balls. They're awesome. I don't think it matters what you're using right now. The fish just not chewing. What do you suppose they do when they're not eating? They're like pooping and having whoopee. Making whoopee. Making fish whoopee. Probably doing a lot of pooping. You know, they can poop in the water, but we're not allowed to. Go figure. So the groundhog sticks his head out the hole and says, "Fishy, fishy." Oh, what a nice day. This be a good day to ride the motor scooter. Oh. Oh, we triple dog dare you. Bite. Hey, at least I didn't have to drive anywhere. Some big boats in here. They got boats so big they can't even come back here, this part of the marina. They wouldn't fit through. Too wide and too long. I think there's still a couple 100 footers in here. Alright. More coffee. This is the last of my coffee. I think this afternoon I'm going to have to go out and get some Chinese food, huh? Christmas tradition. I'll tell you, that's about the slowest I've ever seen it. Usually some little bullheads be messing with it or something. Little baby channel cats, some bluegills. Like I said, what do you suppose they do when they're not biting? Oh, I don't think they're making whoopee. It's the wrong time of year for that. Who knows? Only the fish know. Oh, Batman's on again. Batman, na 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 na, Batman. Ha ha ha! I love to slap Batman around. Batman. Where are all the fish? Watch. I'll start prairie dogging out of the hatch. Whoa. Whoa. He's prairie dogging. Uh-oh, he's crowning. Mr. Prairie Dog. I remember the first time I heard that. I'm prairie dogging, Daddy. Does everybody know what prairie dogging means? I'm just popping in and out, you know, the arse. Burp, 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 burp. Big old turd. It's crowning. I think this is the longest I ever went without a bite. Ever. Ever, ever. Well, not ever, ever, but since I've been here in this dock, this new slip here, I used to be right on the other side. Yeah. Let's chum them up. Nothing like some greasy old dough balls. Greasy dough balls. I'm sure that chum will bring some. Hey, that rhymes. I'm a poet and I don't know it. The nautical term have a good slip, yeah, that's like a place where you park your boat. But if you were a professional ambulance chaser, you know, a lawyer that chases ambulances, what they call a slip and fall lawyer. A good slip might mean something entirely different. Yeah, Video Breakthrough comes down here, and he had a double header last time he was fishing here. He had a big shell cracker and a channel cat or a bullhead, you know, because we use double hooks here. Usually always either fried chicken or bread balls. But yeah, that was about this time of year. It was definitely December, I think. It was cold and foggy. I remember that because of the video, and we had on our hoodies. I threw some chum out there. I think that'll get them going. I threw about 10 or 20 of those little homemade chum balls of mine. He said it's ground beef, bread, Colby Jack cheese, garlic powder, and you mash it all together really good. Make sure that the bread gets soaked up with all the blood and the cheese and the garlic powder, and then you roll little balls about the size of your thumbnail. Bake them in the oven until they're solid enough to stay on the hook. You don't want to overcook them, because then they might not release the scent. You know, it would be like a fishing with a golf ball or something. All right, let's see if we can go prairie dogging again. Just prairie dogging. Meow. Meow. Where else can you see somebody prairie dogging on Christmas morning? Prairie dogs right out of the hatch. Hey, pretty soon people will be tuning in. You know, you get all those perverts. Oh, he's prairie dogging. Probably from France. He is prairie dogging. Voila. You know what voila means? A lot of people don't know. See, I had a French girlfriend. Yeah, she was cute. She told me voila means there it is. That's why the magician says voila, because there it is. Oh yeah, and if you're in the Philippines and you're walking down the street and you see a hot Filipino chick, don't go hoy, H-O-Y, don't scream hoy. They'll come over and slap you in the face. So to all you Filipino girls out there, I say, hoy, 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 hoy. I don't believe it's lasted this long and not caught any fishies out there. How is this possible? Lost one of them. wind's picking up. So let's see, what else have we done today? We've prairie dogged. Now we're going to dance. Walk like Egyptian. I know they're in there. They didn't just all leave. Ain't holding your mouth right. What, for this prairie doggers? I'm lost here. Uh-oh. We have a challenge to the fish out there. 5 minutes. We'll see. There's big fish in there too. Even usually the little ones be playing around with it when the big fish aren't biting. I've been streaming for 58 minutes now and only had little nibbles. Unreal. Huh. The white pool, you think that's the one that's going to catch one? So they're all outfitted with circle hooks, and the drag is just feather light on there, so they'll take it and run with it a little bit, and that hook will start digging in. I still like to strike and cross his eyes. Swing batter. Set that hook. You do that and it'll pop right out of his mouth. The circle hook. You just gotta let it dig in there and do its thing. It's tantalizingly slow. It's kind of like prairie dogging in slow motion. Imagine prairie dogging with some diarrhea. You're like, oh, I'm prairie dogging. Oops. Oh, crap. The yellow pole moved. Maybe that could be the wind. That's a pretty light rod. We'll prairie dog out there and have a look. I think that's just the boat rocking. It's getting kind of bouncy out here. The wind blowing, it's coming straight in towards the boat, I think. Yep, straight in. Only thing that's shielding us now is the floating dock. Otherwise, we'd be hopping. Come on, fishy. We triple dog dare you. All I want for Christmas is a fishy to bite. Fishy to bite. Uh-oh. White rod. Went boink. It was a boinkinator. Definitely was a boink. Usually those are so small they can't hardly swallow the bait. I've had some boinks that turned out pretty nice. Pretty nice indeed. I thought I had a little bitty one on there yesterday. Turned out to be the biggest one of the day. It's about a 6-pound bullhead. Seemed like all that action yesterday came during slack tide mostly. It was about the last hour of the outgoing tide. Today that's going to be about 11:30. So I'm thinking 30 more minutes and then we should get the maximum push for 2 hours. As far as soul lunar, you know, the fishy's biting or not biting. I wish I had some bread to chum with, but I used it all yesterday. I think. Yep, it's all gone. Nothing to chum with. Wish they had chum blocks for sale here or anywhere even close to here. I'd love to have a chum block out every day just to see what it would draw in here. I mean, there's reds and flounder, occasional some saltwater species come in like jacks, tarpon. Although, you know, I'm like 56 miles, I think, inland, but they still come in here. It's amazing. Although the tarpon in here, I've never caught any of them. I've seen them going by, usually in the 40 to 45 inch range, maybe a 50-inch tarpon. There's big reds that come through. Flounder. Get a shrimp run that lasted pretty long this year. I was getting some nice shrimp too. Let's check the baits. That one's got bait. Thing is so wobbly, you can just pick it up. If it bends, it's got bait on it. one of them does something funny, you point at it and go, ha ha. We're all fish. Don't have any tuna fish. I probably want to eat that. Mix it up with some mayonnaise and some pickles. Pickle juice. Tuna salad. Yep. Ran out of food this morning. I got just food to eat. Usually I have some cans of ham. I like to fish with the ham too. Been 5 minutes, huh? Video breakthrough. Nothing happened. Wonder what they're all doing this morning. If the water wasn't so dirty, we could send a camera down and see what they're doing. We catch them making whoopee down there. Whatever they're doing. Bad fishies. Stop that. Tail spank, boy. Come on, we want to go contact. Nah. We want to see some flying fishies. Now that wind is thrashing that little yellow rod. Boing, boing, boing. What's that, fishies? You want to see a super chat? That's what you're waiting for? Somebody throw a super chat out there. That's what they want.
We want money.
Nah, they don't want any money. They just want those dough balls if they can find it. Makes you wonder though, do they like go somewhere else or do they just stay down there and shut their mouths up tight? The world may never know. It's like the Tootsie Pop. A 1, a 2, a 3. That's how many licks it takes to get to the bottom of a Tootsie Pop. I don't even bother with 3. I just crunch them, you know. Crunch. Well, it's getting hot down here in the cabin. Yeah, I'm out of everything today. Finishing the last of my coffee. Got no more bread to chum with, but I got plenty of dough balls all made up, pre-made dough balls. I threw a handful of them out there. They sink right to the bottom and should be dispersed and sent down along the docks here. Eventually something's going to come up here and eat it. I mean, that's just the way it is here, right? But where do they go? They must have found a sunken Christmas tree or something that still had the candy canes on it. You know how those crappie fishermen sink the Christmas trees? Maybe they found one that had some candy canes still stuck on it and they're all munching. Oh no, the popcorn on a string. Yeah, that's what it is. We should do that as a challenge sometime. Try fishing with popcorn. And caramel popcorn too. That way we could eat it while we're fishing. Hey, you think I was fishing in the toilet. Jeez. At least if you're fishing in the toilet, you can flush it and it'll bend your rod, right? Up in your bail and flush it and let it go way down deep in the sewer and reel it back up. You might catch a sewer trout. A sewer trout. Would that be anything like something that was prairie dogging just recently? What are you gonna do? I'm just gonna wait. Go about my daily routine, which is insane, and just wait. Like I said, I think the maximum push for fishing, even the lunar table, is saying around 30 more minutes. Then there's about a 2-hour window there. They're saying it's supposed to be pretty good fishing here. If you fish with the lunar tables, right? I try to fish, pretty much when they're happening. It makes a difference, I tell you. Look at the wind shake my camera. See how roughed up the water is right there. At you. Yeah, where else can you watch a couple of fishing rods fishing just like you're sitting there watching them, Christmas Day? I tell you what, eventually they're going to go down, I mean, I keep changing the bait and checking it. There's fish in there. They're just waiting for the tide and the sun and the moon and the prairie dog fall overboard. Don't laugh. That's one of their favorite things to eat, After the crowning and the plop plop fizz fizz, they say, "Oh, what a delight it is." So maybe they don't like sunny days, huh? No, I think it's just the moon and the sun and the tide. They all got to match up and fishy go chomp chomp. I'm thinking within a half an hour they'll start to turn on. It's 11:30. 11:30. Come on, fishies. Where are you? What are you doing, fish? What was that? That sun's almost out of the way. It's moving. Where are those nasty fishies? Come on, everybody wants to see you, fishies. It's Christmas. Come out and play. Oh, the wind's blowing so hard, it looks like the poles are getting nibbles. You got the outside mic turned off. It's just too noisy and get all that whoosh and wind noise, you know. Woo. Uh-oh, white rod. White rod. Might be a fish. No, probably just a wind. I think it got the bait though. I guess it was a fish. Yep. Yep, got both baits. They're biting. Yay! Check the other one. Yeah, it's still got bait. All right. Still slow fishing. Very slow. Uh-oh, is that a bite? That white rod was hopping. Might be the wind. Uh-oh, that was a bite. Yeah, come on. Be big enough to hook. We'll starve if we don't catch a fish to eat. Fight, fight.
Uh-oh.
White rod. Boink, boink. These little peckers, man. Where are the big ones? downstairs for a minute. Down in the basement. Yep, I saw little boink boinks. Just little fish. That's a good sign, though. If there's little ones, there'll be big ones. Yeah, I ran out of coffee. Just, I still have a couple sips left in my cup. No, cup's empty. Had enough to make 2 pots. You know how it is, it gets cold and nasty, and I don't want to ride the scooter to the store when it's nasty like that. I end up eating all the food in the coffers here. And then suddenly, oh no, we're out of everything. I wish I had a loaf of bread so I could chum with. That seems to make a big difference. That's the only thing missing from, this trip and any of the other ones. Trip. Have to take one step out the door. My fishing trip. Those are some fearless fishing rods. They just fearlessly fish on. They're fearlessly fishing on. Sons of bitches. 10 minutes to contact. We'll start the countdown for a fish. I'm thinking they're going to start at 11:30 to 12 o'clock. We're waiting for the tide to slow down, apparently. It's weird how they only bite at certain times of the day. I mean, you could stick it in front of them and bounce it off their lips and they wouldn't want to eat it. Then suddenly the right time of the day, a tide, and everything is right with the moon and makes them hungry. Huh. Something's fishy. Something is fishy. He's prairie dogging. You know what might be scaring all them fish away is that little skiff on the other side is just pounding against the dock. Wonder if I should go put a bumper on it. Fender. I'm pretty lazy. It is scraping and bumping. It's been doing it the whole time. It's right underneath where we're fishing. Nah, they'd get used to that. Dock noises. Maybe. Maybe that's why they all booked. Alright, got some cloud cover. Checking baits, right? One's missing. Stuff doesn't stay on the hook too awful well, but until you try to cast it off of there when you're done, and it won't come off no matter what you do, but the fish can chew it off in seconds. Well, it could be that thing. Carolina skiff pounding the dock. Uh-oh. I got a fish. I got a fish. Yahoo! Got one. Oh, he got off. Crap. Oh no, he's still on there. Ha 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 ha. Oh, he's putting up a tussle. I told you they'd start biting. He's staying down there. Maybe I better reel this one in, huh? Oh, me sure fish. Me thinks you be catfish. Haha, fish on. Don't you go under there. Ha ha ha. It's a Mr. Bullhead. Let's get him up here. Oh. He's a fat little son. Son of a bee. Probably 2-3 pounder. Mr. Bullhead. Ready for some flying action here. He's our first paratrooper of the day. What's that? You want to fly? Alright. We'll get that mighty hook out. What's the magic word? Contact. No. He was balancing on the line. He wasn't hooked. I unhooked him. He was hanging on the fishing line like a tightrope walker, man. Unreal. Fish. He hit it just as soon as it hit the bottom too. So maybe they're starting to act, you know. Right on. Mr. Wobbly out there. We scored! We scored! Mr. Fish. Uh-oh. Looks like somebody's giving money. We like money. We'll have to go down and see who it is. Can't see the screen from up here very well. But I smell money like Mr. Krabs. I smell money. Alright. Fish. Alright, people. I scored a fish. Alright, video breakthrough, $5. Man, that's righteous bucks. And that'll buy 3 loaves of bread. 3 loaves of bread at the dollar store. Or no, at the Winn-Dixie, the cheap brand. I usually get hot dog buns, believe it or not. It's like a thicker bread, you know, and you get more of the good stuff without so much crust. Right on. Thank you, video breakthrough. My boat's never been out of the water since I've had it, Doc. I painted it when I got it. I have a diver that used to come. It's not very reliable anymore. Alright, we got a fish. Yes, sir. It's on. The Christmas fishing rush is on. You know, that goes to show you I cast it right out underneath that boat that's banging the dock. He hit it just as soon as it hit the bottom. Pow! Well, that was a nice fat little bullhead. He put up a good little fight on these little ultralights. Although the little orange rod that Mr. Wobbly that Toby Cantonhead gave me, that's always fun to catch fish on. I believe that's what I caught that 15-pound channel cat on, was Mr. Wobbly. It's on one of the videos there last week. It's a live stream. Big catfish, about 5 to 10 minutes into the video, to the start of the live stream. They're in here, people. They're in here. There's one species right there. That was a brown bullhead. That's a big one for a brown bullhead. I don't know exactly how big they get, but I know up north that'd be considered a whopper. And I don't mean a Burger King takes 2 hands to hold. All right. We have broke the skunk. Too cold in North Carolina. Nah, you need a boat and go one of those one of those river dams, you know, and hit one of those little tributaries that run off of it within the first about mile, little bays where it's only like 3-4 feet deep and the water's warmer in there. There's big old blue cats in there, but you'll need a cast net to get some gizzard shad or shad. Although if you could find some mackerel, some fresh mackerel, maybe at the fish mart or something, or any really oily fish, you know. Yeah, there's good fishing in North Carolina. You really need a boat though. But bet you go hit some of those power plant runoffs and there's fish in there because the water's warm, you know. There's nuclear runoffs or whatever the heck they are. One in Charlotte. Caught a fish, man. That was righteous. He was a powerful little sucker. I thought he got off at one point. Come on, fishies, we dare you. Double dog, triple dog. Triple dog dare you. Man, it's kind of chilly out here. It's a good thing that the main cabin, you know, blocks most of that wind. It's coming straight in. Otherwise, I'd have to put a coat on, or a jacket. It's probably getting 65 degrees or so. But it's pretty warm here where when you get out of the wind, you know, and it's blocked by the cabin there. Pretty warm where I'm sitting. Plus, I put a black shirt on. I knew it would absorb that sunlight too. I may have to put on a hoodie here just to keep the chill off, so it's starting to chill off. Yeah, there was no mistaking a bite. It's none of those little tap, tap, taps that we keep seeing. I think that's is the wind, or it's like little shiners or minnows chewing at the bait down there because they feed all the time. You get a pack of those little wild dingoes down there chewing on it. They'll chew your bait off, whether it's a worm or any kind of soft bait. It's not going to last long. I almost consider this stuff a stink bait, but it doesn't stink. Doesn't make your hands all icky. It's a good little prepared bait. Cool little stadium chair. Is that cool or what? Adjustable. Nice, eh? Cozy, comfy stadium chair. It's made for sailboats, I guess, or just boats. Sitting on the beach, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's made to sit with a chair. Might be able to put it in a canoe or something too. Yeah, we know we would not have starved. We would have caught one bullhead. Probably could have fried it up. Had enough food to sustain me for a whole day. But of course we don't eat the fish. Unless it's a flounder or big grouper, snapper. Num num. No, we don't eat those stinking catfish or stinking bluegills. I know a lot of people will go, oh God, bluegills are so good. They don't compare to flounder, snapper, grouper. Got strip. I got one of them. Little peckers. That boat's noisy over there. Scrape, scrape, boom, boom. All boats are banging. Circle hooks. Takes the cross their eyes fun out of it. Yeah. That. So a circle hook, you can just let it sit there until it hooks the fish pretty much. Set your drag just right. It's almost foolproof. It's hard though not to grab that thing and swing, Hey, better, swing. Ha ha ha, better, ha ha. That's here. Ho, ho, ho. I bet that Chinese place is rocking. Ooh, Chinese food. Get windier and windier. But we got one fish. Yeah. Nobody's getting any action. Well, it looks nasty out there. The white caps are everywhere. I still couldn't think of much better places to be than sitting on the back of my porch fishing. I feel better now that I caught one fish at least, and it wasn't a total waste of time, right? It's never a waste of time. You get to relax and go back down inside. See the action from down there, right? It is white capping out there everywhere. Nice and sheltered here. Alright, what's going on down here on the leaderboard? I don't know about that out there behind the boat. Usually the fish tend to stay up here near all the structure. It's mostly silt, mud out there behind the boat. Yeah, all the boats are banging up against the docks now, squeaking and straining at their ropes. Hey, thank you, Sailor James. $5. Righteous bucks from Sailor James. We like money, just like Mr. Krabs. Is it Mr. Crab or Mr. Krabs with an S? I think it's Krabs. Anybody know? There's a fish. Who's boinking? Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. No, no. I think it's just the wind. Although, seems like they got the bait. Got one of them. Yeah, that wind is whipping out here. I bet it's blowing 15 steady. Some higher gusts. Yeah, I went out there and something was swimming upwind with it. Definitely happening. Yeah, I was pretty right about the time too. Right around 11:30 they started biting. Nice and warm down here in the cabin. You go outside, it's starting to get a little nippy in that wind. I think it's because the water's 65 degrees and you get a 15 to 20 mile an hour breeze blowing across it. Yeah, hopefully I get paid for everything on there, but you know, who knows? I know I'll still be in shadow banned. Yeah, but what are you gonna do? I just keep making videos, it's fun. Maybe someday they'll realize the damage they've done to all the young editors and movie makers that may never be because of shadow banning. You know, they might give up, think their videos, movies are just suck, but you know, they could be Steven Spielberg clones, you know. YouTube is doing horrible damage to those people. They've certainly cut my revenue down to nothing. But hey, it was good while it lasted, right? Well, you can sure see the boat rocking on the video. Goes up, it goes down. I said, I'm in a fairly calm spot here because the dock is knocking a lot of the waves down. It's pretty rough out there in the main channel. This is so cool. I sit down here and watch it on the big screen. Don't even have to watch the rod. I can watch TV. Fishing still just slow as slow can be. Thank you, Doc William. That's awesome. Righteous bucks, dude. Merry Christmas to you. That'll buy some bait. Still a pretty nice day. I got a short sleeve shirt on down here in the cabin, and it was nice and warm like that earlier, but now it's getting kind of chilly out there just because of the breeze blowing. But like I was telling everybody earlier, I'm hoping to get a new camera here. I got to go through all the reviews and, you know, try to find something on the mid price there. But they're all claiming to have night vision. So maybe we can do some night catfishing off the back of the boat. Stream them live, you know, without having lots of bright lights out there. It says, though, that they turn black and white when they're on night vision. So maybe it's better just to use lights, you know, and have the color. And your eyes won't glow like a deer with your eyes caught in the headlights, you know, how they just stand there and their eyes glow real bright. Yeah, I need to go get some coffee. I don't know if anything's open. Probably this evening, maybe. Well, I bet Walmart's open, but that's a long ways away. Oh, it's peeking out now. It's nice and sunny. It's got a little hole in the clouds. Yeah, I've done a few night videos. The camera I have is low light. That's the one I'm using right now. It doesn't like the bright sun at all. As you can see, it blurs it right up and hazes it. It's like Sailor James says, looks like somebody took a piece of saran wrap or baggie and covered the lens. I don't know, maybe those fish ate all night long we're partying with Santa Claus or something. Yeah, I don't know if Winn-Dixie's open this afternoon or this evening or even today. I bet you Walmart is, but that's kind of a long way to ride on my little motor scooter. It's cold and chilly. When you get going about 45 miles an hour, it gets chilly. It's nice down here in the cabin. You can prairie dog. Right.
Wait.
Pinch it off, pinch it off. It's hanging out there, pinch it off.
Wait.
Alright, so the Chinese restaurants are all open today, and most everything else probably closed. So do they not celebrate Christmas? They must celebrate all the money they make on Christmas Day. I tell you what, you go over to the Chinese place right now, I bet it's packed. And there's probably a line. We only have one Chinese place in town. Not too bad though. A little bit pricey, but not any more than any other place. Yeah, I can see my fishing poles from my couch here. Actually, I'm sitting on the bed. I can reach right out and grab them if something happens, you know. Some ha ha. If it does something funny, I can point at it and go ha ha. Yeah, Chinese is like a Christmas tradition. Yeah, that's a thought. I didn't think about that. Get some of that expensive coffee. Those places are rip-offs. Boy, you think your butt hurts coming out of Winn-Dixie and Publix. Yellow pool, huh? A little dink just went by out there. That's been a pretty small one, fish. That's the wimpiest rod in the world, man. If something gets on there, that thing bends. Bends like the willow. I think it's just the wind. Those Those are both pretty light rods. When they go down. They go down like the preacher's daughter. Anybody ever know the preacher's daughter that didn't just go nuts? Total devil, little devil. Got some dinghy riding around out here with 3 people in it. Little motor on the back. Semi-rigid. I don't know if they're joyriding or looking for a place to land. There's a ladder over there. They might attempt it. No, they didn't attempt it. Yep, time check bait, right? It's fishing for half price, 1 bait gone. Merry Christmas. It's hooky out here. Whew. Might have to put on a jacket. I don't know, jacket's kind of overkill. Let's go for a flannel. Yeah. Oh, that's better. Got a flannel shirt on over top of my t-shirt. That'll make a big difference when I go back out there, brave the elements. Uh-oh, that was a bite, I think. Looked like some action. Yep. I got him. I got him. I got him. Yee-hoo. Nice fat bullhead. Oh. It's like a black bullhead to me. It doesn't get too much bigger than that. It is a black bullhead. Yowzers! Let's get up here. It's got the spins. I got the spins. I got the pukes. Fish number 2. Mr. Black Bullhead. What's that? Contact! Ah, no, 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 no. Ah! Contact! That's 2. Definitely would have had a nice full belly today. Could have even fed your cat if you had a cat. You'd be like, meow. All right, got fresh bait. Homemade dough balls, ground beef, bread, Colby cheese, garlic powder, all right, fishies. It's windy out there. Yeah, we had some contact action there. That was a fat little black bullhead. So I think that's 2 species. I think the first one was a, might have been a black bullhead too. No, the first one was a brown bullhead. That's right. The second one, I'm thinking was a black bullhead. He was black. What else you gonna call it? But although those white bullheads, they're kind of black colored too, but they got like a motley look to them, little almost like spots on them, but real large. Kind of looks like a flathead, like the body of a flathead catfish. Got real big mouth too, the white bullheads. Those things go 18 pounds. So you might catch a big one and think it's a channel cat. Well, that's 2 fish, and it's been 2.5 hours. Yeah, but it's not like I had to go anywhere. I just go about my normal routine and hang out down here in the bottom of the boat or up in the top there if it's not too chilly. I'm thinking about lunch right now. maybe a can of chunky chicken noodle soup. Sounds pretty good. Yeah, but where else can you go on Christmas and watch the fishing rods go down? And, you know, the good thing about this site, watching my videos, is you never know. It could be a huge 10, 20-pound channel cat come up. Seems like every day is different. Prairie dog. He's a crowning. Pinch it off, pinch it off. Yep, looks like it's gonna be chunky chicken noodle soup. It's lunch. Thank you, Video Breakthrough. You take it easy, Doc. What's up, Doc? Thanks for the gift, man. You were righteous. We'll just keep them fishing till I get tired of it. It's pretty easy to do. Just sit here and I can watch TV if I want. It's more fun to watch fishing, though. I watch my own show, you know, on the computer, on the screen. It's like, yeah, I know that dude. I know that dude. It's like, dude. So it's been 2 fish in 2 hours, 2.5 hours. That's some slow fishing, but you know, if you had to do it and that was the only way you got food, you'd be eating pretty good so far. You could feed you and another person. You can't beat that, right? Free food. But to me, it's just free entertainment. My rug. Line dry. Windy and warm. Still drying clothes on the line. Or rugs. Yeah, dry them rugs. Oh yeah, nice clean rug. Uh-oh, fish on. Oh, crap. That was a good one, too. Well, that was a good one, too. You know what I did wrong was I tried to set the hook instead of just reeling, letting the rod do the work. That felt like a pretty good one. Yeah, that one was swimming up towards the main dock. Man, it's windy. A little bit chilly, too. Hey, Rob G, Merry Christmas. Mr. Sean Hamilton, everybody is doing it. We got 2 fish, I just missed one. You're just tuning in. So I think they're starting to bite a little bit faster now. I went an hour and a half with nothing. Hey, what's going on there? Alright, we got fresh bait on there, on both of them. Yeah, I looked out there, that rod, the white rod was going crazy. Yeah, he's back. I think think I got him. I think I got him. Little brown bullhead. About 12 inches long. That's 3. What's the magic word? Contact. Ah, no, 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 no. I'm flying. Ah, contact. That's 3 and I missed 1. That little orange rod hadn't caught nothing all day. It's a white rod day. That's a white privilege. Now you watch that orange rod will catch a giant fish. Fish! Right on, Sean. Yep, 3 for 3. Oh, 3 for free. That's definitely a white privilege rod day. Seems like that white rod's got all the action. So we got 2 brown bullheads and a black bullhead. So far, no channel cat. We'll see if they don't come out during slack tide. Should be about any minute now, slack tide. Then should be about an hour of decent fishing for mostly catfish that are vacuuming the bottom. Usually a bunch of bullheads, but sometimes a big catfish. Yeah, that's called a Trump derangement syndrome. TDS. All the Democrats have it. They're all retards. Yeah, I put that can of chunky chicken soup into the oven. In the oven, once it got to be a certain temperature, all the pizza cheese that I put in there last night that dripped down on the heating elements is burning, and boy, it smells good. It smells like a pizzeria in here. But all I got is chunky chicken soup till I get on that motor scooter and go for a ride. But I'm not feeling like going anywhere yet. This is one of the best hangouts I've ever had. You can. I live here, but hanging out sure is fun. Just go fishing anytime you want. Don't have to go anywhere if you don't want to. Decide you want to. Of course, you have to unscrew the cable line and disconnect the power supply. Untie about, let's see, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I have 6 lines tied on there. And then, I can go somewhere after all that. But, we can go sailing. I can go motoring and fishing somewhere. Sightseeing. Sailing's fun. We had video breakthrough on board there. We went sailing. I don't know how I could stream that scooter. I might be able to put a chest harness on or something like that and go, you could see the ride of the scooter. I blow them cars away in town. When I get out on the freeway, it's deadly. It only go about 45 tops. That's with a good tailwind. Now, this is my secret fishing spot right here. There's a couple little lakes out, in town there that I saw. Probably has some bass in them. You got lots of little tiny bluegills. I'd like to take a cast net out there and net those suckers. Probably get 100 of them on first toss. All about, 50-cent size. That's perfect bait. Live fishing with bluegills. Woo-wee. Everything likes those. Bass like them. Flounder, reds, big catfish. Dead or alive, man. I've used little baby bluegills lots of times for bait. I used to go to those bass lakes here in Florida where the water's real clear, and you get a little baby bluegill and you put a bobber on it and throw it out there, and you can watch them all, running after it, and you can like pull it away from the smaller bass, the ones that are 2-3 pounds, until one of the bigger ones gets on it. It's hard though, man. They rush that thing, woo, like they're starving. They see that little bluegill out there, no cover around it, no structure. It's like a mad dash of dogs to eat that bluegill. Do I take the boat out in the ocean? Yeah, there's some videos this spring of me deep sea fishing with it. I was at Tavernier Key in Florida. I went out about 5 or 6 miles. I was in 200 feet of water fishing. Yeah, I show the scooter trips, but it's, after the fact. It's not streaming live. All right, let's prairie dog out here and check the bait. What's happening out here? That feels kind of light. Yep, one bait. One bait got 8. Right, fishing. Fishing off the back porch. No, I don't do. The only stream fishing I do is live streaming. Just live streaming. If I can't get there in my boat, I'm not too interested in it. I'm lazy. I like to just sit on my butt and fish, So if I can get my boat in there, I'm going to get them. It's sure clouded up out there. So 3 fish, that's 1 per hour. 3 fishies, 1 per hour. I just pop the top on those chunky soups and stick them in the oven. Heat them up like that. No bowl. No pan. Just eat it right out of there, man. I'll put some cheddar cheese in there on top of it. No, it's Colby Jack. That's the cheese of the day, is Colby Jack. You ever melt that over your chicken soup? Burn it on there like onion soup, Num num. Yes, I've only missed one that I know of. He was running up current there towards the dock. They don't usually go that way. But I tried to set the hook instead of just lifting up on it because it's circle hook. So there's no rain in the forecast. Yeah, that's a good idea where to get some coffee, Sailor James. I bet it's like $7 for a little $5 pint of it, whatever it is. For the 10-ounce size. But hey, you gotta have it, right? Nothing touched that orange rod all day. Some days it gets all the bites. Like I said, it's a white rod privilege day. 3-0. Almost was 4. Alright, my chicken soup is hot. Yeah, I don't think I have any ready to go though. Any Super Brittany cartoons to go. You gotta have them ready, loaded up. When my computer crashed, I lost all of the stuff I had like that. I have to remake them all the cartoons, plus my main cabin's kind of messy, so I don't want to turn it on. Yeah, that's a good one. Everybody clap. I'm broiling that cheese on top of the soup now, on top of the warmed up chicken soup. Got 2 slices on top there, gonna burn it. It's gonna be tasty. I can smell it burning already. It makes you wonder why everybody doesn't live on a boat, especially if you like to fish and have cool adventures. Have your boat in the water and ready to go. Somebody's going to get Chinese. I'm probably going to eat some lunch myself and then go somewhere. Maybe. I'm pretty comfortable here in the boat. But I do need coffee. Yeah, it's slow, but 3 fish is 3 fish, right? Yeah, right? Stand here in the cabin and look out. Am the master of all I survey. I'm captain of this whole boat. Captain of the whole boat. All right, it's hot chicken soup time. What's up, really, girl fishing? Merry Christmas to you too. Saw you catching a red the other day. Of course, it wasn't live, you know, even though we're only probably 10 or 15 miles apart. I can't get into that lake unless I take my dink in there. My sailboat's not getting under that bridge. I caught 3 fishies so far. It's been a slow day. But hey, I don't have to go anywhere. I'm fishing off my back porch. Fishing off the cockpit. Right, I got burnt cheese on top of chicken noodle soup. Yum yum. Fishing is slow. Oh, that's good soup. Righteous. It says here Winn-Dixie's open until 10 o'clock. That might be the place to go. Boy, fishing is slow, slow, slow. Yeah, I'm glad I caught 3 fish. That's better than no fish. That burnt cheese on the top makes it excellent. Well, the sky keeps getting more cloudy and more cloudy. Alright, well, I'm going to end this stream. Everybody, have a Merry Christmas.